What's up, guys? AnimeCon here, back with another video. So today I just want to make a short video of something that I found interesting. So recently I did a video called single player versus multiplayer, right? And my friends and my family watched it, and my youngest brother had said something, and I was like, this is actually interesting, because I'm sure it's not just him thinking this topic. So this topic is when is the best time to play a single player game, right? He said, I think the best time to play a single player game is when it comes out, because everyone is talking about it, everyone has their input, and that's the topic of the game whenever it launches, right? So I get his idea of that's the best time to play a single player game, but I don't think that's correct, because a single player experience is for you and yourself, right? It's fun to, when you play a single player game, to talk about the experience with your friends that played it at the same time, right? But is it the best time to play it? I mean, that's subjective, right? If you want that community talk, or be in that talk of the game, then yeah, it might be the best time to play it. But in reality, any time is a good time to play a single player game, right? Because it's not, if it was a multiplayer game, I understand, because even though multiplayer games you could play anytime, right? But I think in that sense, multiplayer games are better at that time, because there's more players in that moment, right? Compared to if the years passed or the months passed, a lot of players, stop playing multiplayer games. In single player games, that's not the case, because you're experiencing that adventure, or that story, or that gameplay yourself. There's no multiplayer, there's no players there, it's just you and the game, right? So especially now that there's been like a shitload of games coming out, right? And no one could play all of them, and pass every single one of them. They're gonna have to be, in the backlog. So you have to pick and choose which games you want to play. And let's say a new game comes out, and you're playing this certain game that's been out, and you're like, oh well, I have to play it. I have to stop playing this one to play the new one, because that's the best moment. Which it's not true, right? You could wait on the new game, play the one you're playing first, and then continue play the other one. By this time, it might not be new, it might not be it might be like a couple of months after, when you go and try to play that game, that certain game that you were waiting for. So the best time to play single player games is whenever you can, whenever you feel like, let me get into this game, or let me go back and play that game that everyone's talking about that one time, So for example, me, I've been playing Dragon Quest. I'm going to play Xenoblade Chronicles, and that game's been out forever, but I never got into playing it because I never found the interest. But now that Xenoblade 3 is coming out, it's like, oh, I want to go play, and I've been hearing a lot of good things about it. So I'm like, you know what, I want to have that experience as well. I missed it whenever it came out, which was on the Wii, but I want to go and play Xenoblade Chronicles, the first one, Definitive Edition, on the Switch, so I could understand that universe and experience that everyone had. So if I put myself in that mindset, like, oh, I'm not gonna play that game that's been out years ago because it's not trending, or it's not the topic right now, right? And I think that mentality, if people think like that, it's the wrong way to think about it. It shouldn't be where everyone, or the trend is happening. It should be when you want to play the single player, but yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? Like, do y'all wait, or do y'all play the game whenever it comes out? Or if y'all wait too long, y'all just don't play it because it's not the hot thing right now? There's different people that do different things, so I just want to know what y'all do. For me, I play every game that I want to play when I want to play it. There's games where I do want to play at that moment because I'm excited for that game. It's not because I want to be connected to the world, but or the community, but it's just I want to play it now, so I would play it now, right? And it is fun, like talking about people that played it recently and what they think about the game, right? So in that sense, it's fun, but it shouldn't be the only time to play it. It's just a short video, guys, that I wanted to talk about, and catch you in the next one.